Welcome students. Today we are going to do the experiment estimation of saponification value of oils. To do this experiment we are taking the oil sample coconut oil. The materials required are 0.5 normal HCl alcoholic potassium hydroxide which is already prepared, diethyl ether which is the fat solvent used. This is the phenolphthalein indicator, and these are the two conical flasks, stoppered conical flasks in order to do the titration. One is marked as test and the other is marked as blank. This is the burette. We have to take 1 gram of the oil sample first, and for that I have kept a beaker which is stirred. And to this we can take 1 gram. It's 1 gram. And the next step is this 1 gram of oil in our fat solvent, that is diethyl ether. I have taken 10 ml of this diethyl ether to this beaker, and I am transferring half of the amount of this, that is around 5 ml to this, and I am mixing well in order to dissolve the oil completely. Now you can see it is almost completely dissolved. And now I am transferring this to the stoppered conical flask which is marked as test. With the remaining fat solvent I am rinsing this beaker, and I am transferring this completely. And it is closed. Okay, now we have dissolved this oil sample completely in this fat solvent, and now the next step is we have to add 25 ml of alcoholic potassium hydroxide to this conical flask. So I am going to take this 25 ml and transferring to this conical flask. Shake well and keep it closed. The next step is we have to prepare a blank. So in this we are taking diethyl ether, that is the fat solvent, 10 ml of the fat solvent, and 25 ml of alcoholic potassium hydroxide, and we are avoiding the oil sample, 1 gram oil sample. That is the difference between the test and the blank. So first we can add the 10 ml fat solvent. And 25 ml of alcoholic potassium hydroxide. It's mixed well and keep it closed. And now both of our conical flasks are ready. This is the test sample and this is the black sample. The next step is we have to condense the solution, both of the solution. So in order to condense our sample, I have transferred the test sample and the blank to the RB flask. You can see this. This is the blank and this is the test sample. And this is the reflex condenser. As you can see, this is the equipment. and it is already connected, and I have started the condensation process. Now the reflex condenser is ready, and this process is continued till 30 minutes, and after that we have to cool and begin the titration. Now after 30 minutes of the reflexing, I have taken the sample to our conical flask and it is cooled well. The next step is we have to begin the titration, and first I am taking the test sample and I am adding my indicator, naphthalene indicator. One or two drops. I can see the pink color, and then we have to begin the titration. The titration is done against HCl, 0.5 normal HCl, that is already taken in the burette, filled up to the mark, and now we can begin the titration. The end point is disappearing of the pink color, that is pink color becoming colorless. We have reached the end point. Now we are taking the blank solution and adding the phenolphthalein drops. And again performing the titration. Now it is colorless, and we have to note the value of the titration for the blank also. We have come to the end of the experiment, and using the titer values of blank and sample, you can substitute that values in the equation for the saponification value, and you can find out the saponification value. Thank you.